Fame is for the abnormal. Fame is what? Fame are for abnormal people. If you don't do uncommon thing, you can never experience uncommon miracle. If you don't take uncommon step, you can never reach the level of common man. If you don't do things different, you can't be different. When you follow the same routine that you have been following for years, you remain where you are. To be unique, you must do what is unique. Fame is for the abnormal. When you do what is uncommon, uncommon miracles and wonders begin to happen. Go and study every man that are famous on earth. Mike Tyson, when he's boxing, his box, his fist punch is like bomb. He punch extraordinary in uncommon way, and he always win in uncommon way. Ronaldo and Messi, the same ball that the 22 players are playing, when their own leg catch it, the way they will do it, they do it in an uncommon way, as if they are spirit. My brother, you can't be doing the same thing the way you do it and expect a change. You must learn to begin to do your job in an uncommon way. Dance in an uncommon way. Sing in an uncommon way. Give in an uncommon way. Pray in an uncommon way. If you do normal thing, you remain normal now. People don't like normal things. The world don't like normal things. People like unusual things. When Solomon built an unusual house, the whole world was coming to look at the house. Whenever God wants to draw attention of the world, he do unusual things. If God has not been doing unusual, abnormal things, will you serve God? Let your success be unusual. Let your achievement be unusual. We should let the service be unusual. Anything that man can predict, they don't respect. Human being don't respect routine. The same service we do last Sunday, we do today. They are not expecting anything new. Later you'll be tired. Human being always search for new thing that surprise them, that bust their brain. Am I communicating? Unusual miracle, abnormal miracle differentiate the ministry of Jesus from the Pharisees. Matthew chapter 14. Time is going. This month, this year, we should be ready here for wonders. Unusual thing, unusual worship, unusual service, unusual messages. Matthew 14 verse 26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the water, was that a normal thing for man to do? Was that normal? That's abnormal. Walking on the water. They were troubled. Say, what is this? Since they were born, they haven't seen that. People want to see you doing something unusual. Fame is not for a normal person. When you are living a normal life, doing normal thing, nobody will know you. Nothing unusual about you. You never tell the sun to stop and the sun stop like Joshua. You never call down fire like Elijah. You give nothing unusual. You do nothing unusual. You say they don't know me. Who will know you? They were trouble, saying it is a spirit. When God begins to use you for wonder, they may say it's juju, you are witchcraft. If they haven't abused you, you haven't arrived. If you haven't become controversial positively, you haven't arrived. And they cry out for fear. 27, following verse. See what happened. See what happened. But straightway, Jesus spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. Following verse. See what happened. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. What follows? 29. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. Why can't the other disciples, they to have faith, why can't they to jump down the water? You say Jesus loved Peter above the rest because he was always ready to do the abnormal like his master. To have faith, but are they ready to take a risk? If you have faith and you are claiming I have faith, can you take risk with your faith? Today we say, God of Daniel. The unusual thing that Daniel took steps to do, can you do it? They say don't pray. He said prayer to God. He opened door. Say come and see me. Was that normal? They say lion said, he said throw me there. If you don't dare God, how can you know God is powerful? If you don't dare God for greater thing, how can you know what God can do? How can you testify of his goodness if you can't take risk in his name? You are always cautious, always calculative in your obedience, always calculative, cautious in obedience, and you are saying nothing strange happen. Strange things don't happen to those who are calculative in faith. Abnormal people don't think of. Peter can say, if I jump down and I sink, what will happen? Don't let me say I should come down. He can think a lot of things. He knew about water. He knew that water is not rock. He knew. He wasn't calculative. So if Jesus can walk on the water, tell me to come down. And he jumped down. The rest are still there in the boat. They too have faith. Is your faith not like those in the boat? You want to be sure of the result you will get before you obey God. You wanted to be sure. You will stay long like the man at the pool of Bethesda. You will wait so long in the church. When you are waiting to see proof, be sure that something will happen if I sow seed. Before you sow, you will pay. When you are exercising faith to your wife, to your husband, to your friends and neighbors, you will be a madman. You want to be famous, do abnormal thing. Sing in a way people haven't seen before. In Acts chapter 12 verse 15. And they said unto her, thou art mad. But she consistently affirmed that it was so. Then they said, it is his angel. They are praying for the release of Peter from jail, where he had been bound hand, leg, and they know that that jail was a maximum security center, that he cannot, there's no way he cannot escape. But they are praying for his release. You are praying for wonder. You are still doubting the wonder. That's what we do in the church today. God lift me up. God bless me. God expand me. God enlarge me. And you are doubting the enlargement. As you are praying, you are still doubting. How can it happen? You are the one praying for blessing. You are praying for healing. You are praying for deliverance. And you are still doubting. How can God heal this cancer? They are praying for Peter's release. And they are doubting his release. And when the man came out, by reason of their prayer, and was standing at the door knocking, and someone that knew the voice was telling them, Peter is here. They say you're a madman. Then why are you praying? Many of you pray official prayers. You just pray because they are praying. What you are actually asking, the prayer point they are calling, you don't believe in it, but you are praying. And you are expecting change. Joshua's abnormal faith pulled down the wall of Jericho. Elijah was calling down fire. Was there petrol, gas in heaven, and matches? He believed that fire will come down. Was calling down fire. Was there petrol, gas in heaven, and matches? He believed that fire will come down. Let me give this. Things that make people abnormal unusual, crazy, awesome, and weird. Bible call it exploit. The Bible said those that know their God shall perform, shall do. Exploit is unusual things that only the confident and the faithful in God can do. Number one, they always have abnormal self-confidence. Abnormal what? No matter the abuse, no matter whatever you say about them, they will not hear you. They will follow their vision through. Abnormal people are always controversial at the beginning. When they are taking steps of faith, bold steps, you wonder they are crazy until you begin to see results. All the remote control, you think that normal people invented it. They think beyond the box. Number two, they have boldness and courage. When you want to do unusual thing, you must be bold. Many that doesn't understand you will abuse you. Many who can do it will abuse you. I watch a record in Nigeria now. There's a guy there that says Azu. When the guy was dancing, he grabbed some money and put it. He was doing some crazy thing, and people are shouting, "Hey!" What he was doing, many too want to achieve it. They are fearful of what people will say. What you have the courage, what abnormal people do, order to want that fame. But what they have done, can you do it? Are you not afraid of what people will say? Many of you are in cage because of what people will say. Your vision cage, your talent cage, your skill cage, your dream cage, your purpose cage, your miracle in cage, because you are thinking, what will people say? Number three, ability to dare. Ability to dare. D-A-R-E. Abnormal people like to dare. Imagine David, sir, coming out, small boy of 17 years, say, let me go and fight Goliath. Was that a normal faith? Was that a normal faith? It's a normal faith. Number four, ability to be different. You have the courage to be different from others. Many of you don't want to appear different. You want to appear like every other person. Then you will remain like every other person. Whenever you are afraid to be different, to do your own thing different, to run your own business different, to make your own moves different, to run the church different, one will remain like every other person. The world is waiting for those who dare. I communicate. Number five, grace to take big risk when others are fearful. Grace to take a big steps, to take a big risk where others are fearful, where others are afraid. Joshua and Caleb, they have abnormal faith. They say those giants, we can conquer them. Don't let us be afraid of them. When others are crying, hey, why do you come and kill us in this bush? Number six, abnormal people had conquered their fears. They conquer fear. They conquer their doubt. To be able to take a big step in 2022, not as you are praying, be ready to take a big steps. Conquer your fear, conquer your doubt. Conquer those things restraining you. Number seven, grace to stand alone. When every other people don't believe in them, they believe in their God and in themselves. In 2022, when every other person is doubting you, they don't believe in you, believe in your vision, in that great vision, and believe in God. When the sources come, they are coming back to you. Number 7 or 8, they follow their visions. They follow what? Their vision. They don't care what any other person says. If you like, agree with them. Don't like, don't agree with them. When the result begins to come out, you will agree with them. Number 9, they don't abandon their dream for criticism. The brethren of David, they say, you this boy, you have come again. Allah, you're doing wrong. You've come again. Even Saul said, you David, this man you are seeing, I've been fighting war from his birth. You can't face him. People will rise and discourage you. You are the one to say, no, this is from God. I will follow it through. Number 10, they care less about ridicule. They care less about what? Ridicule and discouragement. Ridicule them, abuse them. Abnormal people with abnormal faith don't care. Call them mad, call them crazy. That's your business. That is your business. Lastly, they have unusual faith in God. They have unusual faith in God. Their trust in God is abnormal. You wonder, say, imagine the 3 Hebrews telling the king that increase your fire to whatever level you want. As for me, we will not bow down. The God we serve is able to save us, and if not, let us go and die. Was that a normal faith? Are they the only one worshiping God in that land? Are they the only one that knows God? Are they the only one that read the Torah, the Bible? Are other priests not bowing down? So after bowing down, we go and repent. The people say, are you the only one in the church? You are giving 100,000, all your savings, 100,000 for God. Are you crazy? He centurion, he said, Jesus, don't come. Where you are, just talk. In my house, miracle will happen. And Christ look and say, I have never seen such a faith in Israel. This is abnormal faith. So I don't need to come and lay my hand or pray. Lastly, abnormal people follow their dream with passion. Next week I will continue. I will tell you that things that make people ordinary are normal. You want to become extraordinary, do extra things. To become extraordinary, that's extra. You have to add extra to your own. If you want God to separate you from ordinary people, you have to make extraordinary moves to become extraordinary.